everybody? It's me, Campbell, again. You probably already know that because this is my channel. Anyway, yeah, it's been a while since I filmed. A couple of things have happened. One, I graduated high school. Woo! Yeah, very exciting, I know. Another thing, new location. This is my actual house. Yeah, this is where I usually live. Before I was at boarding school. So I'm sad I didn't film more while I was there, but like I've always been so anxious to start a YouTube channel, but now I actually have, so I'm just kind of jumping into it. Third thing, I cut all my hair off, or not really, there's a ponytail back here, and I got bangs. Very exciting. But anyway, I wanted to upload more on the channel, so I wanted to tell y'all the story of the time I broke my crush's nose, because that was very exciting. So, I'm gonna cut this part out. Okay, so when I was doing children's theater back when I still lived in my hometown, because I went off to boarding school and left all that behind, I was friends with like these older kids, and they weren't too much older, they were like 2 years older than me, and they went to a different high school, and I just thought they were like the coolest people ever because of it, and I mean they still are. So they were graduating. I was still a sophomore because I went to a 2-year like arts intensive boarding school kind of place, and so they were graduating. I was a sophomore. I was just, whoa, I totally got off track from that story. Anyway, I forgot that this story has kind of like a before, like a prequel story leading to the story. Also, sorry I sound off, I'm like dehydrated. Anyway, so the prequel story, all my friends are graduating, and I go to their graduation, and there's like 500 kids graduating or something. So, and they're all graduating on the football field, so I'm not really paying attention. I'm kind of just like on my phone, like, and I'm not paying attention at all. And suddenly I see these balloons get released, and I don't know if y'all know, balloons are being released are terrible for the environment. Like a turtle could choke and die, and it's just not good. So I kind of just start laughing. I'm like, what idiot would release balloons into the environment? This is so dumb. And so I'm just like laughing obnoxiously loudly. It's not just me, it's my friend Keaton too. But we're just laughing like obnoxiously loudly, and everybody else is silent. That should have been the first sign that something was off, that everybody else was silent. And so we're just like laughing obnoxiously loudly for like a good 5 minutes, I'd say. Like, we didn't calm down until 5 minutes later, and everybody's just silent while we're doing this. And I even post to like my Snapchat story, I'm like, what idiot released balloons in the middle of graduation? Anyway, so after it, I go and I'm talking to my friends and I'm congratulating them, and then I remember the balloon thing, and I say, hey, did you see that idiot that released balloons in the middle of graduation? Like, that's terrible, that's awful for the environment. And she goes, Campbell, that was a memorial for a student who died. So yeah, so you're probably thinking, I've gotten this far in the video, like, I thought this was the story of how you broke your crush's nose. Oh ho ho, don't worry dear viewer, I am getting to that. This is the prequel story. So the next day, like, some of my friends are having their graduation party, like the whole group of the graduees and me is there, and I'm just like excited to be there because, you know, I'm the sophomore who was invited to like hang out with all these seniors. And they were friends. I was not friends with this person, but they were, and I had a crush on the guy. Like, okay, so if this is him and this is me, like, we're not connected, but our friends are in the middle connecting us. Got it? Okay, good. And I had a crush on him because I just thought he was so attractive and so funny and cool, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is like my chance to make an impression on him, and because he was coming to the party. And automatically I get there and everybody's already making fun of me for laughing at the memorial for the student who died the day before at the graduation. So I'm already kind of embarrassed. I'm kind of like, haha, yeah, that was crazy Campbell doing these crazy things. I'm quirky. I'm like Jess from New Girl. So they were all making fun of me, and like, he was there, you know, perfect as usual. And in our hometown, we live on like a river, so like a usual thing to do is just like jump off the dock or jump off a boat into the river. So we all had our bathing suits, and we were like messing around in the river and like jumping off their dock and like jumping off their boat. And then my friend's stepdad was like, hey, everybody should jump off the boat at the same time. It'd be cool and funny. And like as a kid, my dad was always like, if you're jumping off like a boat or something the same time as somebody, be careful and make sure nobody's in the water so you don't jump and like jump on them and like drown them or anything like that. So I was being very careful. I was like, I cannot jump on anybody. I've got to be very careful. So I kind of hung back on the boat. Like I was clinging to like the side of the boat before I jumped in. I was like, hey, everybody jumped, or not everybody, like a couple of people stayed behind, but everybody jumped. And then I'm clinging to the side of the boat and I'm like looking in. I'm like, okay, the coast is clear. Here I go. So I just jump, but unbeknownst to me, as I'm falling, I see a head start coming out of the water. And as I hit the water, I'm like, oh shit! And I feel my foot collide with like something. And I mean, nobody asked me how my foot was afterwards, but anyway. So I know I hit somebody and I come up out of the water and there is my crush. We're gonna call him Jacob, just to avoid it. There is Jacob and he is there and his nose is bloody. His nose is like running with blood. And I'm just like,
oh my god, I fucked up again.
And it was so bad. And I broke his nose. If y'all couldn't already tell from everything that I've already said that I broke his nose. I broke his nose and I'm just like, oh my god, what did I do? And my one friend is like, blood, sharks, and he just starts screaming shark. And so everybody's swimming into the water. And one of my friends isn't a very strong swimmer, so I was kind of like swimming beside her to help her get to land. And in the meantime, I was like, I hope there are sharks in the water so they can like eat me and kill me right now. And I got back to land and everybody's surrounding Jacob and they're like, holy shit, Jacob, oh my god, your nose is broken. And everybody's like, wow, Campbell, first you laugh at a memorial for a student who died and now you've broken Jacob's nose. So I'm sobbing. I'm a Cancer, so I'm sobbing. And like I'm freaking out. I'm like, this is the worst day of my fucking life. Like I broke my crush's nose, he'll never like me, like that kind of thing. But one of my friend's dads, he was in the Marines or something, he just walks up to him and like pops his nose back into place. Or I don't know, people, I usually tell it like that. Like that's how I remember it happening, but some people said he popped his own nose back into place. I don't know, even more power to you, Jacob. If anybody watching can take anything from this video, please don't be like a dumb bitch like me. Like think before you do things. And if you've already thought, think a little bit more. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Blessed am I.